almost 16 years.
In his first interview since stepping down, the nation's top spy until just 3 weeks ago told us he is aware of no intelligence necessitating the president's travel ban, and in fact finds the ban damaging.
Does the terror threat necessitate the ban from these 7 countries?
Well, I don't believe we, the IC, were aware of any extraordinary threats that we weren't already dealing with. And we're using, I think, some very rigorous vetting processes, which we constantly improved on.
Does a ban like this, in your view, does it damage U.S. image, but also counter-terror partnership?
Yes, I do worry about those countries in question with whom we do deal and who are reliable partners. I also worry about this creating a recruiting tool for the extremists. That they will point to this as proof that there is, in fact, a war on all Muslims.
And you're confident in the vetting that the U.S. is already doing for travelers from this country?
I am, and we have improved that process as we've gone. And
Retired Director of National Intelligence James Clapper commented for the first time on the decision to brief then President-elect Trump on a dossier alleging that Russia has compromising information on him, which CNN was first to report.
We thought that it was important that he know about it. That was the main point. Not to comment on the veracity.
In the wake of the dossier's revelation, Mr. Trump publicly criticized the intelligence community, even comparing it to Nazi Germany, which prompted a phone call from Director Clapper to Trump.
I was very concerned, and many in the intelligence community quite upset about the inference of likening the intelligence community to Nazis. I felt obliged to call the president-elect and appeal to his higher instincts and to make sure he understood what our motives were, what impelled the intelligence community is support to the commander-in-chief and to keep him as informed as possible, particularly if it involved some jeopardy to him.
Were you successful?
Well, he took the call very well. First, he took the call and was very affable and solicitous, and so I thought it was a successful, it was a constructive engagement.
Then he went to the CIA.
Yes. Well, for a couple of minutes it was fine. I was encouraged when I heard that his first visit after the election was going to be the CIA. The wall he stood in front of is hallowed space, not only for CIA people, but actually for the entire intelligence community. I would also mention that lesser known is a similar display at NSA, which has even more stars. And those places and the memories of people in the intelligence community that have paid the ultimate sacrifice extremely important to intelligence community people, not just CIA. And I would hope that when people stand in front of edifices like that, that they remember that.